Someone's behavior towards you, someone's comment towards you says nothing about you. It says everything about them. But why it triggers you, why it triggers us, says everything about us and nothing about them. See, nobody makes us feel. And the reality is people just project their unwanted thoughts and feelings they have about themselves. How people treat other people is truly a reflection of their conduct, their character, and how they really feel about their life. Because nobody with high self-esteem walks around talking negatively to other people. So we should see this for what it is and not what it appears to be. And we should also learn to not personalize it. When you see what your wife is doing, when you see that she's upset or she's externalizing onto you, or she's angry with you, or she's being passive aggressive, or she's withholding intimacy from you, understand that a majority of the time, this has nothing to do with you directly, says nothing about you. It doesn't say you're not good enough. It doesn't say you're not man enough. It doesn't say any of those things. You say those things about you. And the more that you identify with that projection, the more that becomes a part of your identity that you start to identify with, which actually puts you in the position to be that guy who's not a leader, to be that guy who actually doesn't believe he's enough, who operates from a space of inadequacy and shame, and does what? Creates a self-fulfilling prophecy in his life. My brother, hurt and fear. Hurt and fear. When you see how she's behaving, you know what you need to remind yourself of? This is just hurt and fear. It's hurt and fear. It's hurt and fear. The problem is when you start to interpret that as a reflection of your worth and value, you get all upset, you get resentful, you hold on to it. And you start packing on all these resentments that prevent you from doing what? Operating in clarity, total confidence, and total composure. You can't operate in that state that way. So my brother, I know it can be hard, but don't personalize what she does and how she treats you, because why? It's not about you. So stop making it about you and start making it about her. That's empathy. When you can see that I don't need to solve it to absolve myself of how I feel about me. That no, I can be in a position to meet her in that place. Why? Because I understand it's about how she feels about herself. But see, without that awareness inside, without that self-awareness, you can't see that. You've done a lot of things that have contributed to the damage. You've done a lot of things that have contributed to the strife, to the rift between you and your wife. You've done a lot of things, but those things are not a scapegoat or a justification to continue to engage in hypercritical self-talk and keep yourself in a position of powerlessness, victimhood, blaming, and inadequacy and shame. Hey, guess what? You're enough. You're enough. But stop believing that you're not enough in the relationship. Stop chasing your wife from a place of desperation. To operate from total confidence and clarity, and to stop personalizing what she's doing, you need to know that her behavior towards you says nothing about you. It says everything about her. But why her behavior triggers you says everything about you and nothing about her. The solution is not external, bro. It's internal. It's in that 18-inch corridor between your heart and your mind. Get this right with God. Get this right with the Holy Spirit. And you can operate in the fruits of the Spirit. And God will give you vision. God will give you X-ray vision. But don't stay in a position where you're beaten down by life. You refuse to ask for help. And you continue to take every little thing that she does personally. Yeah, you might have contributed to creating it, but don't continue to blame yourself and put yourself in a position where all you feel is shame, guilt, regret, remorse, because you're going to start conditioning yourself with those feelings and you're going to stay stuck as a result. And one day you're just going to wake up in that state and you're going to look for reasons to affirm your addiction to those feelings. How do I know? Because I was that. I was there. I felt all that. You're Neo in the Matrix, but you have to realize this and break out of the pattern, break out of the cycle. Listen to the voice within you. Listen to the Holy Spirit. Listen to the voice of God, because the truth is always there.